Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to the joint meeting of the three oldest club again, Bangkok Toastmasters, Lam Thong Toastmasters, and Siam Toastmasters Club. My name is Pipat, and I am your Toastmaster of the day today. So in Toastmasters, everyone knows already that we will enjoy three main sessions: the table topics, the prepared speeches, and the evaluation session. And everyone knows that we are going to learn, have fun, and enjoy the meeting together a lot, especially if we have a lot of members from three different clubs like this. First up, we are going to start with the table topics. Now, table topic is, I think, the most interesting, exciting, and enjoyable session in this meeting because it's unknown. We don't know what's going to come up to us. Today, we have one important person. He is a member of Bangkok Toastmasters Club, and I have known him for so long, many years already. He is not living in Thailand currently, but he has made the effort to join us no matter where he stays. Today, Toastmaster Ratanakon is going to serve as your table topics master. So please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Ratanakon.
Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. And as we all know that table topic session is a session where everyone get to speak their mind without a lot of preparation. And it's a season now that's so festive because of course Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming, and we all get to then be a part of this festive season a bit and to also answer some of the questions that I prepared for you. So before we begin, I would like to remind you a bit, even though I know that everybody is a veteran in Toastmasters Club already, and you probably know by heart what table topic session is like, but I have prepared some questions, 5 to 6 in total. And anybody who would like to answer, you can volunteer. You can either just click on the sticker reactions or raise your hand or turn on your microphone and let me know if you want to participate. And each of you have 2 minutes to answer each question. So let me see who's the timer today. Can you show yourself? Okay, Mr. Tamer is you, Toastmaster Yong, right? Okay, so when 1 minute pass, you can see the green color will be shown at Toastmaster Yong's background, and then 1 minute and 30 second pass, there will be yellow color. And once the 2 minutes over, the red color, and then you have 30 seconds to wrap up. As for the theme for tonight, as I say, that it's such a festive time, and with our theme as well, with if we hold on together. So I would like for our question to be as well a bit of a festive theme. And my question to every single one of them, I will give you one word that is related to the festivity. And then I want you to answer what is your interpretation of that word and how can you just do something to pass that quality to the people in our meeting tonight. For example, if I say like thanks, then you answer what is your interpretation of thanks and how can you contribute or give thanks to the people in the meeting today. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So there's no right or wrong. You can interpret it any way that you want. You can give answers, tell stories about what you would like to do to give that, pass that forward to the people in the meeting today, either in your club or from other clubs. Okay. And now with the first one, do you want it to be a bit more exciting? Like do you want me to tell the word first, or do you want me to keep it until somebody
Whatever.
Okay. Since it's the first one, I'll make it easier to just encourage people to join. So the first word that I would like to ask you to interpret as well as explain how you would just contribute and give that forward to the people here is the word warmth. Warmth.
Warm.
Try warmth. WARMTH. Warmth.
Oh, warm. Okay. Table topic, chairperson, ladies and gentlemen. Warm is very important for us because nowadays we have the problem of getting too much heat, and then the world become more warmer everywhere. So how to live it comfortably? I think we have to cooperate with our government, with the officials that ask us to use less plastic, and then try to preserve and protect our world from getting the heat, too much heat from sunlight or from anything that may disturb us. So with that, there were a big meeting throughout of the world, how to help the world to get out of this problem. And I believe that it is very easy for everyone to cooperate. Just try to use less plastic and try to protect the world from getting too much heat to hurt us. So by so doing, we shall be happy, and then we live our way happily, and we help other people to face severe problem from the weather changing. You will see that even the fish in the south or north pole got problem because the ice melt. And then we, in this place, there are places that the weather is too hot, it's very dangerous. So let's protect ourselves by helping each other. Table topic, chairperson.
Thank you very much, our first respondent, Toastmaster Chulak. And I really like how you actually took it to the topic of global warming, which is very relatable. I didn't expect that, but thank you for your answer. And by the way, just want to check if everybody hear me clearly. Yes. I will also put in chat as well for the next one, just to avoid confusion. And also, if you like any respondent tonight, please make sure to remember the name, because I'll ask you to vote for your favorite respondents towards the end of our session. And our first, of course, respondent is Toastmaster Chulak. And our second word is hope. Hope. Anybody would like to volunteer? Our guest is welcome to volunteer as well if you feel like. Hope. Is it Toastmaster support? Did you volunteer? I think I saw your hand. And next one will be you, Trevor. Did you volunteer? Okay, Toastmaster support, everyone, please welcome him. Hope. You still on mute. Toastmaster support, please unmute yourself.
Table topic master. Hope is the right word at this time of the year, because if you don't have hope, you cannot go on. Now the situation in the world and in the country is not so good. And I'm sure that if we don't think that we have hope to do something in the future, then we will be inactive, because everything according to my data that I got it every day, is not so good. You see, how can we expect members of 3 clubs, 3 first club to come and join and share their view? And I'm very glad that we can do this because of hope. We hope that because our practicing in Toastmaster, we can have a better community, we can have a better society. And please keep on hoping. The situation is not good. I can guarantee you that next year it will be worse in many aspects. And we need to have hope among us in order to feel that we should go on. We should do something for the betterment of the society. And Toastmaster in every club that I attend always make people to have hope. Last night, I attend Bangkok Toastmaster Club of DTM Paisan, and I know that all of them have hope that if they cooperate, if they join each other, they can make a better world. So please hope for a better society. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you for your response. Our second respondent, Toastmaster support. I totally agree that hope is so important now that we're in a time, a very difficult time. So it's even more important than before. And go to the next one. The third word is joy. Your interpretation and how do you contribute or pass it to the people in our meeting tonight? And I believe Toastmaster Trevor, right? You also volunteered. Would you like to go with this one?
Or anyone. Joy is fine.
Please. Everybody, please welcome Toastmaster Trevor.
In Australia, it's a girl's name, and I even know a Joy in Thailand as well. So I don't know if it's a regular Thai nickname or not, Joy. But my joy is being in Thailand. And why? Because it's Christmas time. And you think about Christmas time, it's so lovey-dovey and all the families get together and have a meal and celebrate. Well, it just so happens that my family all live not far away from me in Australia. I'm not saying we're that close, it's just that we don't live far from each other. And so what is Christmas? Well, it's my family getting together that I see nearly every day. Once again, sitting there, looking at each other and almost starting a fight just for some excitement at Christmas. I mean, when you talk about Mr. Chulak's warmth, it's the hottest time of the year. And so I prefer to sit there and just eat ice cream and watermelon and be myself. And my family, well, I don't need. So the joy of being in Thailand, what is it? Woohoo! I miss out. I actually miss out on the joy of Christmas. And it's wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. It's just so wonderful. You know what Christmas is here in Thailand? And the joy of Christmas? You go to a department store and you go to all the pretty lights and the big Christmas tree and you stand in line for a photo opportunity. And click, 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 click in front of that Christmas tree and another one over the other side of town, click, 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 and click in front of the decorations and we go home. All the joy is done. I'm happy and Christmas is over. And here I am in Thailand. Fantastic. Haven't bought a present, haven't done anything. I really, really enjoy it. So that's joy for me. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you for your sharing, Toastmaster Trevor. And I'm very happy as well to know that you're not too far from your family. and Christmas in Thailand. That's I think like it's a bit unique of an experience that an expat, I would assume, at least in the beginning. And as for our fourth question, peace. Peace. Any volunteer? Your interpretation as well as your potential contribution. Peace. Anyone? Would you like to try, Madam Guest?
Paul, do you
Linda.
raise your hand, Paul?
Did you? Oh, Paul? Oh, excuse me. Okay, Paul, then Linda. Okay. Everybody, please welcome Toastmaster Paul.
Oh my God, I'm actually a Toastmaster now. Wow, that's amazing. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you guys. I am supposed to describe peace, yes? Do you mind repeating the question real quick?
Yes, your interpretation of the word given and how do you contribute it or pass it forward to the people in the club tonight? In our club.
Peace. Okay, all right. Peace. I think peace in Thai is Kwam Sangop. And peace to me means all of the Thai phrases, all of the concepts, everything connected to Sabai Chai or Sabai Sabai. I know this is a little bilingual, but it's that most people are Thai here. And so peace to me means that you interact with people and you don't really want or need anything. Peace to me means that there are people in the world who actively help those that cannot help themselves yet. And I think peace is understanding that aggression and all of the difficult things that make life so difficult, they're just not that important. Being happier and having that joy that was mentioned before is quite important. But yeah, that's me stepping up as a volunteer. Okay, all right.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paul, for your interpretation. Of course, peace is always important. And thank you for your sharing as well. And next in line, I know like you already volunteer. I saw your hand and I really love to hear your answer. So the next word that I would like to give you, our next respondent, Toastmaster Linda, is, oops, sorry, I misspelled, sorry, not gratitude, gratitude. Excuse my misspelling. Gratitude there. Okay, everybody, please welcome our fifth respondent, Toastmaster Linda. Gratitude.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster, Table Topics Master. Gratitude for me is the way how you give thanks, not only to yourself, but to other people as well. I have to give thanks to myself because I've been working so hard. I came to Thailand to work, and because of that work, I got sick. And then I have to go back again and then come back. And when I came back, I have to give thanks again to myself because I'm well. Because if you do not give thanks to yourself, how will you be able to be grateful to other people if you don't know you don't want or you don't know how to give thanks to yourself? So for you to be able to give thanks properly, appreciate yourself and give thanks to yourself, because if not, then the world around you will be very dark. And if you give thanks, you will exude that warmth, especially in this festive season, this Christmas. You have to be grateful because even up to now, you have to show that warmth because it gives other people peace. But with that peace, you will be able to show to them that you are grateful, you have that warmth in your heart, and peace begins with that smile. That smile will give you that hope, especially right at this moment right now. I am hopeful that my country will be able to recover from the disaster again. You know, my country is in that space wherein we are always have that kind of disasters in my country. And of course, with that hope, I find joy, because joy, you will have that joy in seeing things in in your everyday life, like your work, when you wake up, and then you're doing your daily work. There's always connection from being grateful to being warm to joy, and then having that peace as well. So that's why I said earlier, I have to be grateful of myself so that I will be able to exude everything that were asked earlier, from warmth, hope, joy, and peace. And of course, if I have that gratitude, there will be love. Love is the most important thing, because without love, we are nothing. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Such a lovely, wonderful answer. Really, almost like you are in a pageant competition. Anyway, thank you so much, Toastmaster Linda, for the combo answer. It took all of the words that I gave, which is great. Yeah, very amazing way to connect it as well. And I totally agree with you that if you don't give like that sense of gratitude towards yourself, how can you give it to other people? Seriously. Yeah, I think that's a really, really important message over there. Mr. Tamer, do we have time for maybe one more question? Just want to check. Okay, great. And our final word for tonight is love. Love. Okay, I saw Tosa's support that he's doing the heart gestures, right? Anyone would like to volunteer for our last word? Love, your interpretation, and how do you like pass it forward? Love. Do you want to try? Okay, yes. Our Toastmaster Tanu, please welcome him.
Love. With this quote, it make me feel so happy about love. To love is nothing. To be loved is something. But to love each other is everything. And I do believe that if we cannot love ourselves, we cannot love others. Because we cannot give others the things that we don't have. If you have no money, how can we give money to others? So if you don't love yourself, you never give anyone your love. So love is something people searching for, but actually you cannot search for love, because love is within you. It's not outside. So when you want to love others, love yourself. It's not an act of selfishness. No, it's the first thing to do. Like you are on board the airplane. If you want to save a life of a child, you have to put the mask before you help others. So you have to help yourself first, and then you can help others. The same thing happened for love. So I would like to share with you this. The act of loving yourself is the most important thing in the world. That is how we can love others. Back to you, our table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanu. I really like the quote that you share. It's very heartwarming. And I think that concludes my duty as your table topic masters tonight. So everyone, please don't forget our 6 respondents. Let me go through them very quickly. First one, Toastmaster Shulak. Second one, Toastmaster, excuse me, let me see. I forgot.
Toastmaster support.
Toastmaster support, yes. And the third one, Toastmaster Trevor. Fourth one, Toastmaster Paul. Fifth one, excuse me, Toastmaster Linda. And sixth one, Toastmaster Tanu. So not sure how we do it. Do we run a poll here? Anyone? If not, like you can just, okay. If not, you can just directly message me, okay? If there's no poll, and then I will just let the Toastmaster of the day know later who you vote for. And again, as a wrap up, even though everybody's here and we all know like these words warmth, joy, hope, love, gratitude, and peace are very important. But being present here is not enough, especially in a time of pandemic, because we have like a lot of additional barriers. So just to make sure that these things are very important, and sometimes you need to do some actions to make sure that the people around you receive these, and then we will stick together, hold on together, and pass this difficult time together. And that's it. Back to you, Mr. Tabletop. Sorry, back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day.
Wow, thank you so much, Table Topics Master. Toastmaster Ratanakon. Thank you so much. Everyone, please give him a big round of applause if you enjoy his session. Thank you, thank you. And now, because I rearranged the program a little bit before we go to the table topics, actually we should have the round robin session. And now I would like to take this opportunity to introduce and bring you back to the round robin session. Today we have the president of Siam Toastmasters Club to be the round robin master for us. And he is going to let us enjoy our time and our short, very short speech. Please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Nat, please.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Wow, I'm a little nervous right now. The only thing that's going through my mind right now is the theme of this meeting. All I'm thinking about is if we hold on together. It's been coming for weeks now. I'm sure you guys have seen it in your line messages. And the other thing that's going through my head right now is the Diana Ross song, you know, if we hold on together. At any rate, so I thought the question for tonight that I'm going to ask you, the question I'm going to ask for tonight is, you can tell either about your experience in keeping people together, your own personal experience in keeping people that you know together. Or you can just tell us what you think is really important for keeping the people together. Okay, so respond to one of the two, either one. Your experience in keeping people together, or what you think is very important in keeping people together. For this particular segment, we have 10 minutes and each respondent will be given 30 seconds. I'm actually going to put it on my timer and show it to the screen. I hope it can be seen. Hold on, give me a second here. And when the time runs out, it's just going to ring beep, 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 beep. So it will let you know that you've run out of time. Also, I'd like the timer for today, TM Young, hi. Well, actually, TM Young, do you want to keep track of them for the 30 seconds or shall I do this with the clock? TM Young?
Yes, I can do that. I can do that.
You can do that? All right.
Yes.
In that case, then I'll put my timer for 10 minutes so that you know.
But maybe no sound, actually, only sign.
Only sign? Okay. So keep your eyes on the timer as you do your response to the question. All right, I'm going to put my timer on for 10 minutes to put this particular segment.
10 seconds or 10 minutes.
Oh, the segment is 10 minutes, but your response can be up to 30 seconds.
Okay, can I go first?
Oh, hey, we have a volunteer. All right, please go ahead. Everyone, please give a warm round of applause to. Are you a Toastmaster by any chance? Sorry.
No, I'm just new here.
All right, yes, Amshuda, please. Let's give a round of applause to him. All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you for the chance. So I'd just share about my personal experience about people keeping together. So in this world, we are facing so much, we are being so confused about social relationships and transactional kind of relationships. So my idea of getting people together is just putting a lot of effort from your side and letting people to actually give something to you, because when the monetary conditions come into play, things cannot be that good. So having an associations and keeping it a bit effort kind of relationship actually builds your bonding with people. So that is one thing that I'd like to say in this meetup. So yeah, it's an ego plays an important role. So you just don't stick to people, don't stick to the words, and letting go is actually an important aspect to people in getting together and forming that good harmony among people. And rituals also play an important role in this. So yeah, that's what from my side, and thank you.
Thank you very much, TM Amshada, for your response. Wow, good job for your first time being here. Well done, man. Thank you for your insight. And next,
Excuse me, please. The time is 30 seconds. When you see the red sign, please stop and conclude. Thank you.
all right. Well, he's new here, but yes, actually, for the round robin session, it's probably a great idea for you to just go straight to the point, not exact same as the usual speech. Thank you very much, TM Chulak, for your contribution in that part. Next up, I'd like to call up TM Ratanagon. TM Ratanagon, I actually wrote down a list of people who I think might want to respond here. TM Ratanagon, could you please respond?
Yes. I think it's so very important for us to stick together. And I think for me, it means that finding time to really just advocate for the other people, like what they might need in the time like this, and then connecting to one another, even though it's so difficult, but make sure that you share love and you let them know how much you love them.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for TM Ratanagon, please, for his response. And next up on my list, I'd like to call upon TM Bell. TM Bell, are you there? TM Bell, are you able to respond? All right. Perhaps not TM Bell at the moment. Then I'd like to move on to the next Toastmaster. How about Toastmaster Pipat? Toastmaster Pipat, yes, sir. You.
Oh, yes. For me, I used to be a leader, and I think one important role of being a leader is to hold everyone together and do something together to achieve one goal. Especially in a difficult time like this, a leader have to keep everyone together. In Toastmasters, for example, I know a lot of people will be future leaders in your clubs. So we find chance to keep everyone together so that we can move forward together.
Thank you very much for your response. A round of applause for him, please. And next is TM Mac. TM Mac.
Good evening. My computer, my phone freeze. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's all right. It's quite good.
Good evening. To me, I'll answer the second part of the question, which is what is important to me in keeping people together. To me, I think trusting is very important. So honesty is the important thing for me to keep the people around me together. Back to you, Mr. TM Pat.
Thank you very much for your response, TM Mac. A round of applause for him, please. And I'm coming over to our guest here, future Toastmaster Dude. Future Toastmaster Dude, do you think you're up for it? Just asking. You'll see if you're up for it. Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so your experience maybe keeping your friends or people together, or what you think is really important, to keep people together.
Keeping people together is important because working together, it's always make the hard jobs done. If you do it alone with nobody work with you, you will not complete that job without the people to help you, like a team. So back to you, Toastmaster Nat.
Thank you very much. It's true. It's true. No great things have ever been done by just one single person. It's always a team of people. So you are absolutely right. You should keep together as a team and work together to make great things happen. All right. Next up is TM Sonica. TM Sonica.
Hi, good evening, everyone. What I think in the Toastmasters context, keeping people together is if we can always add value to everybody in the audience, guests, members, and if we can make it interesting and fun all the time, that'll always keep us together. Like our meeting today, we are here from a diverse 3 old clubs. I'm really looking forward to it, to learn and enjoy the meeting. Back to you, Round Robin Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sonica, for your response. And next, I'd like to call upon TM Pichai. TM Pichai.
Yes, if you want to hold on together with somebody, you have got to make sure that you yourself are charming enough. If you are not charming, you won't be able to hold with anyone. And make sure you are charming. If you are charming, then everything is perfect. The way to be charming is to speak beautifully. Don't utter all dirty words or anything which is not really quite pleasant to the ears. Make sure you are charming, and then people will be with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, TM Pichai, for your response. And I'm I know you're a master at this because I've been listening to you since the first day I joined Siam Toastmaster Club. Next up, TM Young. TM Young, are you there? Oh, I'll time you. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. All right, so go ahead and ready, set, and go ahead.
Me? Oh, yes, thank you very much. What keeps us together is, I think when we grow up, I think we talk about responsibility to keep us together. If we want to do something, to do something to be successful, I think big responsible is very important. Thank you, Kap. Thank you.
And thank you very much for your response there. And next up, I'd like to call upon TM Jindarat. TM Jindarat, yeah, please.
Thank you. In fact, I think that to keep people together, like we are working right now, it have to be in a teamwork, so that if you build in a teamwork and everybody share their experience or ideas, you work it out together. And remember that we are not like as small kids that you play around. So be responsible and take as a team, work as a team. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your response, TM Chindarat. And of course, I have to ask you, TM Chokchai. Of course, I have to ask you.
Memory is something that make me want to make it come real again. And if we hold on together, I think our dream will never die. I have met a man who would like to create unity in Toastmaster, and I wonder that may his dream still go on. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, TM Chokchai. Yes, we're missing the second line from the song. If we hold on together, our dream will never die. So yes, that is indeed like the theme for today. Now, I still have time for one last respondent. So I'd like to ask TM Margaret. TM Margaret, yeah, please.
I've been waiting for you to ask me.
I know, I'm sorry. But please, yes, go ahead.
Agree with distinguished Toastmaster Pichai. I have been so charming since 1963 that we are still good friends. And we have held together. We have been holding us together. And today we are still surviving. In whatever circumstances we are still together. Distinguished Toastmaster Pichai and distinguished Toastmaster Paisan, you are both my heroes because I met both of you when I started Toastmaster in 1983. And then afterwards, when Paisan came and I came back from the US in 1995. So you two are my heroes. And I am holding on to you for the survival of District 97.
Thank you very much, TM Margaret. You know, just as I was winding down for this session, you know, we're coming to an end, you just like brought me, got me going again. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for the round robin session. So thank you very much, everyone, for responding. I hope you got a little chance to warm up your tongue there. And I'd like to pass the control of the floor back to the Toastmaster of the day, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Round Robin Master, Toastmaster Nat, President of Siam Toastmasters Club. And now we are going to enjoy a short break. Let's have 5 minutes break before we continue with the speeches. We have a lot of speeches to come after this. So please stay tuned, enjoy the snacks in your fridge or at your kitchen. Right, if you want to chat, please stay, turn your cameras on so that we can have a little talk here. Oh, by the way, if you haven't voted for the best table topics, please do send your message to Toastmaster Ratanakon directly. He is waiting for your votes.
Yeah, Margaret, I just gotta say that was amazing and awesome. I love your vibe, your personality. It's amazing. Yeah, the hat and the hat is the best part. Okay.
Margaret, we haven't met for some time. How about you now?
Okay, let me see. Who was talking to me?
Yes, I'm Paisan.
Oh, Paisan. Okay. Your voice, it's changed. You look so young now.
Really?
You sound like you're only 30 years old.
Wow, thanks. Move.
Well, DTM Margaret, I think that was a different person though.
Really, I have not heard people online for a long, long time, and I haven't met them for face to face too. So tonight I have made a special effort to join the meeting because of Kun Paisan and distinguished Paisan and distinguished Pichai. I made a point to appoint somebody to take care of my husband so that I can be a little bit free to attend this meeting. And I want to really appreciate everybody's trying so hard to keep District 97 qualified, and that's our common goal. So I'm so happy that we are really building that team of if only we can hold together. When I heard this team, I was so excited. I said, this is exactly what we need to tell everybody. Because since 1995, when I came back from USA, I've been just telling everybody, please, let's do it together. We cannot do it alone. And this is coming true now, because this is all the themes of all the meetings is showing that we are focused on getting it done. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Pichai. Anybody bored of listening to me?
we
Anybody has heard me speaking before? I've been away for over 2 years now, but I'm still a very active member for 3 clubs. And now I think it's only 2 clubs. So I'm still paying my dues, but not speaking so much because I have a personal responsibility to take care of family. And that is the most important thing, is to have priorities and where we spend our time. I know I would love to be with Toastmasters every day, but my family is first. And I hope you understand. Today is my day to tell everybody that I have not disappeared. I am not away forever. I am still around. And I'm still the behind the scene cheerleader. I keep sending people notes that Dr. Nut should know. Everybody does something, I congratulate them and I give them courage that they're doing the right thing and they're on the right path. So, distinguished Toastmaster Paisan, we are still together.
Yeah.
We're holding together.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Margaret, for your kind conversation with us. I think it's time for us to continue the meeting, right? 7:10 already. Is everyone ready? Is everyone back? Okay, I see that a lot of people are back already. So Let's continue the second part of the meeting tonight, and we are going to hear some great speeches from members of the 3 clubs, starting from the first person. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Ong from Bangkok Toastmasters Club. He is going to give a 5 to 7 minute speech, and his personal evaluator today is Toastmaster Prang from Siam Toastmasters. Is Toastmaster Prang here?
No, but I'm gonna step in and be a personal evaluator for the speaker.
Okay, do you have the evaluation form?
Nope. No one sent me evaluation form.
Okay, Toastmaster Shokchai, can you pass the evaluation form of speaker number 1 to Toastmaster Vipani, please? You have it, Toastmaster Shokchai?
I'm doing.
Okay, while we are waiting for the evaluation form to be sent, please allow me to read the objective of this project instead. So the purpose of this project is actually researching and presenting is level 1 project 3. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Toastmaster Ong has recently joined Bangkok Toastmasters Club in October this year. He discloses his feeling of discomfort, lacking of confidence in public speaking. However, he has this notion of practice makes perfect. And this joint meeting will be a memorable experience for him. He is doing his engaging humor pathway, and the title of his speech is Save Ourselves, Save Water. Save ourselves, save water. Please welcome Toastmaster Ong.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster of the day, my name is Ong, and today's topic will be Save Ourselves, Save Water. I'm actually in the L1P5, not the L1P3, if I am correct. Okay, I'll start now. When I was training at Khao Chon Kai Territorial Defense Student Training Camp in Kanchanaburi Province, during the last year in high school, I had to march for hours inside the dusty camp in the scorching summer, very hot. Can you imagine yourself being in my situation? I would wish for a nice cool drink, but I had to swallow my saliva and keep on marching. Many of us take water for granted. Do you know that 70 years ago, before the Waterworks Authority was established, how did Thai people get water for household use? At that time, water was not readily available like right now. People relied on keeping rainwaters in glazed water jar with dragon pattern or ong mangkon. Some people who lived in rural areas had to carry water taken from canals or rivers in buckets. It's genuinely a painstaking task, don't you think? With such difficulty, our predecessors used water more carefully and wisely than many of us people of the modern time. Let me give you one example of how they washed their clothes back then. Remember back in the past 70 years when a washing machine was a luxurious household item. People still washed their clothes with Fab. You remember Fab, a very well-known powder detergent of the time. They would reuse the first Fab water for cleaning house floors and grounds, And water of the final clothes washing would be used to water plants and trees, etc. Back then, water was not wasted like that of today. But with the use of the washing machines, taking a bath, being in a bathtub, taking a shower, etc., is really wasteful. With a modern shower innovation, the size of a shower device, you see, is bigger than ever. The bigger the size, the better the feeling under the shower. True or not? Have you ever showered in a 5-star hotel? It's the same thing. There is this big shower above, double the size of your head. When you are under it, you need to be extra careful to turn the faucet correctly. Otherwise, you do not only get rain from above, but also the water splashing from all directions, like you are being attacked by water cannons on Songkran Day. What's worse, you can get hot water that burns your beautiful skin. I do not want to mention all that water parks, swimming pools, saunas, steam rooms, car washes, you name it. We all have been through one or many of these already, right? Can you imagine if there is not enough fresh water for us to drink or to consume? Water scarcity is a global threat that is estimated to hit our country by the year 2025. That's only a year from now. Like other Asian countries, increasing population, urbanization, agricultural and industrial expansion are impacting the quality of water, of various water resources. Pollutants from our daily activities also contribute to the degradation of the water quality. The severe flooding in the rainy season and extreme drought in dry season could become two major sources of our nation's water crisis. So what should we do? Well, yes, we should use water economically. The key word is to save water. Be kind to it and use it with care. What can we do in our parts? Here are my easy recommendations. We must not let tap water run wastefully while brushing teeth, washing face. Just turn it off when not in use. Taking a shower is better than taking a bath, but avoid big-sized shower. Usually when I take a shower in a hot day when the water is very warm because of the sun, I usually use a bowl, like a small bowl to take the water, and then it's wasteful, right? But I prepare a bucket beneath me. So when I take out the water and splash it on my body, some of the water will go into that bucket, and then I will use that water in the bucket for the toilet. You see how economical I am. The next suggestion, putting a few plastic bottles in the toilet tank. Every time water is flushed, you save the amount of water in those bottles. You see like some plastic bottles, you just put a few of them, 3, and then when you flush, the water will only go lesser into the toilet. Using a washing machine only when you have a bigger, heavy loads. When you have only a few pieces of shirts, just use your hands. It's more sustainable. If you have a fish tank, you can use the fish water to plant the trees too. So, in other words, being friendly to the planet, tell your family and friends how valuable the fresh water is and use it wisely. Let me end my speech with one story. An old man went out planting a young mango tree. It was raining heavily during the monsoon season. One young man asked him, "Why you are planting a mango tree now? You are very old and weak. Besides, it's raining heavily. Lastly, you will never survive to eat these fruits." The old man said, "Even I would not survive to eat mangoes, at least the future generation will be able to eat them. Saving water is like planting your mango trees. If you plant one now, you may not probably live to eat mangoes. It's for the future generation. Likewise, it's for the water. If you save it now, your children, your future generation will have water to use. Likewise, the joint meeting we are having now will help strengthen the already strong bond and friendship between us. We are doing this not only for ourselves, but for our future Toastmaster. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ong, for your speech about saving water. Next one, we have the second speaker. Our second speaker is competent Toastmaster Chok Chai from Lam Thong Toastmasters Club. He is going to give a 5 to 7 minute speech, and his personal evaluator today is Toastmaster Sonika from Bangkok Toastmasters. Sonika, could you please read the objectives of his project?
Toastmaster Chok Chai's pathway is motivational strategies. It's a special project, level 3, project 2. The title of the project is Connect Once in a Time. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, personal evaluator, Toastmaster Sonika. Competent Toastmaster Chok Chai is a member and vice president of education of Lam Thong Toastmasters Club. He's been around in Toastmasters for many, many years. And after a long absence, he started to come back to Lam Thong Toastmasters Club. And now he is enjoying a lot, every bit of Lam Thong Toastmasters, pathways, and all the program here. And today he is going to give a speech under the title, Once in a Time. Once in a time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome competent Toastmaster Chok Chai.
Relationship does not last because of only sharing good time together. Relationship lasts because hard time were handled with love, care, hope, and friendship relation. Once in a time, friendship atmosphere spread throughout 13 Toastmaster Club at that time. They help and support each other, so they love and connected. Toastmaster of the day, fellow member, welcome guests, ladies and gentlemen. The year 1991, a 14-year-old boy won Young Speaker Club speech contest, and he received this trophy, the first trophy in his life. Then, the following year, he received another trophy from that's sponsored by Siam Toastmaster Club. President Navarat give it to me. The trophy of Siam Toastmaster Club changed my life. It made me become Vice President Education of Young Speaker Club, and I know Toastmaster Damlong, the consultant of Young Speaker Club. I have known a man who had the dream to create the unity and relationship between the club in Toastmaster. I think his plan is very wonderful, and he made me think that joining Toastmaster is the chance for me to make the relationship with the person who learning to be leader and winner. I am really proud of Toastmaster Damlong. He told me that to understand the system of Young Speaker Club, I must go to its origin. Toastmaster Club, Young Speaker Club copy the system from Adult Club. So I go to Adult Club. At that time, there are 3 Toastmaster Cup in Thailand. Bangkok Toastmaster Cup at Intar Hotel, Lam Thong Toastmaster Cup at Montien Hotel, and Siam Toastmaster Cup at CP Tower. When I go to the hotel, oh, the room is so big. We can hold wedding ceremony in this room. And when I go to CP Tower, the meeting room is very modern. The chair is just like the cinema. I learned a lot from Toastmaster. The year 2001, 20 years before now, Toastmaster Damlong hold Inter Cup camp. This camp allow the people from many cups to join us, and it is the glorious time of friendship in 13 Toastmaster Club. If you go to this camp, you will know the people in every cup, and you can join to be the guest in every cup. Every cup can have the relationship and can have co-meeting and help each other. That is really wonderful. I follow Toastmaster Danupon from Lam Thong Toastmaster to see Toastmaster Damlong. At that time, Toastmaster Danupon want to build a new cup. That is Advanced Cup. And at the meeting, I see many people would like to create a new cup. At that time, Toastmaster Damlong had the plan to create the new club throughout Thailand, and he would like to create the new club in the big cities such as Chiang Mai, Chonburi, Hat Yai. Then let the big city be the big battle for the club at that area. So many people come to join him, and he can give the work to many people. This is the glorious time of unity. When I go to Siam Toastmaster Club, at that time I work in Silom. I finish my work at about 5 o'clock. I go to Siam Toastmaster Club about 5 o'clock. It's 1 hour before the meeting open. Toastmaster Damlong and Toastmaster Somporn always sing the song, and I join him to sing the song. Then I have learned about friendship and relationship really well at that time. I joined speech contest, and finally I go to the final round at Thai Airways Toastmaster Club. It is the big challenge for me. After the contest, I feel really tired. I would like to quit for 6 months. I go to tell Toastmaster Damlong, and I will come back in the 6 months. Then 30 years, then 20 years pass. This year, I come back. Toastmaster Damlong go to heaven, and everything has changed from by time. I have seen the man who would like to create unity in Toastmasters society. I just wonder that may his dream still go on. I would like to follow his dream. The best thing that I can do is in the joint meeting, I try to tell about the people about his dream to give the unity and make the warm relationship among Toastmasters. No one hold interclub joint meeting after him, but we still alive. We still go on now. We should do the best thing that we can. for Toastmaster. One day, Toastmaster will be unity. Ladies and gentlemen, one day we will be memory for others. What would you like them to remember you? What would you like them to remember you? Toastmaster Damlong is the good example for the people who dedicate and devote himself to make the world progress. Toastmaster of the day, please.
Thank you so much, competent Toastmaster Chokchai. That was a wonderful speech, a good story, and thank you for bringing us back into your memory. Right, next one, we have our speaker number 3. Speaker number 3 is Toastmaster Nat from Siam Toastmasters Club. He is going to give a 5 to 7 minute speech. His personal evaluator today is Distinguished Toastmaster Chulak from Lam Thong Toastmasters Club. DTM Chulak, can you please tell the objectives of this project, please?
Yes. This is the Toastmaster of the days. The purpose of this project is for the member to determine their style of humor and apply a speech that centers around a central message. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, DTM Chulak. Toastmaster Nat is the president of Siam Toastmasters Club. Today, he is going to give a speech from Engaging Humor Pathway, Level 3, Project 1. Engage your audience with humor. The title of his speech is If Talking Doesn't Work, Then. If talking doesn't work, then please welcome Toastmaster Nat.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Sometimes it's the people closest to you that do things that makes you crazy. And you can talk to them about it many times. And you make up with them, but it just happens again. Like someone using the toilet but doesn't lift up the seat. Or maybe somebody taking your food from the fridge, eats it without asking you. Or maybe somebody uses your things constantly, doesn't replace them, doesn't put them back. And you can talk to them and they'll apologize. But it just happens again and again and again. Now, besides me, has there been anybody here who has had a similar experience to this? If you have, please just raise your hand for me, please. There you go. All right. So some of us have had this experience. Me, myself, of course, being one of those. Which is why I've learned that if talking doesn't work, then you need to show them. You need to show them in such a way that they can fully understand how it makes you feel when they do it. Allow me to tell you a story. So when I was much, much younger, I used to hate it. I used to hate it when I see my girlfriend upset, obviously with me. And I would go up to her and I would go like, hey, babe, so what's wrong? Why are you looking like that? And then she'd give me the look and she'd just go like, nothing, I'm fine. So when she does that, in my head, it just explodes. I'm just like, it does get to me a lot. Because you see, I'm just one of those people. I just need to be on the good side of my girlfriend. And when I'm not, it just wrenches at my heart. In this particular case, when she says, nothing, I'm fine, absolutely nothing I can do. I mean, she wouldn't talk to me. She wouldn't talk to me. There's no way I can make it with her, right? And it has happened a lot in the past until this one time. So this one time, I took her out to the movie theater, right? And we went out and we bought movie tickets. And right after we bought the ticket, something caught my attention on the big screen, you know, the Gigatron at the movie theater. So I was just standing there, I was just watching like, it must have been like Transformers or something, you know, the preview went on for a minute or two, I was just watching. And when I looked down, I was like, whoa, and she's gone, right? So I started looking for her everywhere in the movie lobby. And eventually I did find her. So she was standing in a corner. She was literally waiting to be found, right? And she was just standing in the corner and just looking straight at me like this. You know, she's holding the type of popcorn that we were going to have for the movie, and she's just going like. So I went up to her and I was asking her like, "Hey, where'd you run off to? What's wrong?" And then she just looked at me and she was like, "Let's just go into the theater." And off we go into the movie theater. Well, guess what? My eyes were on the screen, but my brain registered nothing. The entire time I was like in this anxious state. All I was thinking about was, why is she upset with me? Why won't she talk to me? What can I do? And that just kept on running through my head. After the movie, drove her home. And again, I tried to talk to her. I was going like, "Babe, please, I know you're upset with me, so can you just please talk to me?" And I got the same response. It's like, "I'm not mad at you. I'm fine. Let's just go home, okay?" So I sent her home, and then I go home. Go home, I try to get my mind off of it. Try to watch TV. I tried to play some video games. I tried to do my work. Nothing helped. Just couldn't get my mind off of it. It was driving me crazy. So I kept calling her on the hour, talk to her and try to plead with her. Until eventually, late into the night, she finally relented. She finally let me know what's wrong. So basically, what it was that during those 2 minutes that my eyes were on the Gigatron, I wasn't paying attention to her at all. And when I found that out, I was like, whoa. I'm sorry, at that point, I wasn't upset. I was just a little bit shocked. But, and to be honest, I wasn't mad at all. At that point, I was just relieved. I was relieved that she was talking to me again. Okay, we're good together again. Except I did make a mental note of it. I made a mental note of that incident. Not for the next time that I did something wrong, but for the next time that she does something wrong. And so I waited. And sure enough, she eventually does something wrong. I'm like, I wasn't mad at her. You know, she really did something wrong. But at that point, I wasn't mad. I was just like going like, here you go. And so she calls me. She goes like, "Pinat ja, are you mad at me?" And in my bestest voice, I was like, "No, I'm not mad at you. I'm fine. What's going on?" And that was the first time I was actually ever on the side to say like, nothing's wrong, I'm fine. And I've got to tell you, it feels weirdly, oddly satisfying for some reason. But you know, obviously, I'm not a monster. I've been through this before. You know, it's happened to me before. I know how she was feeling. So at that point, I decided, you know what, just gonna do it just 3 more times, maybe just to get my fill of it. Just 3 more times. And by the third call, she was actually kind of getting anxious, and I can tell. So I decided to end it. So I was like, well, actually, you know what? I'm actually not mad at you or anything, but you know, just so you know, that's how it feels like when it happens. Now, if you're still listening by this point, you're probably thinking, well, that was pretty twisted. Yes, but let me tell you, she never understood before what it felt like, but now she fully understands what it feels like. And from that point onward, every time she's upset with me, instead of just holding back silence, she would either talk to me about it, or she would directly tell me, yes, I'm mad at you. You did something wrong. I don't want to talk to you right now. You'll just have to wait until I feel like talking to you. So that's just kind of like, I'm like, okay, that just kind of puts me in my place. And that's good. I respect that. I mean, it doesn't feel good, but at least, you know, I can like go like, okay, I'll just give her space. I'll just go and reflect on what I did wrong. So see, it is effective, but I just got to tell you though, I did not do that with any malice in my heart. Because if I did it as a form of punishment or just getting right back at her, it wouldn't have turned out the same way. In fact, she wasn't mad at me for that one either. She did actually understand that I was just trying to get her to understand me, how I feel when it happens. So it is effective. It is effective, I think. It's because, you know, sometimes when you talk to people, try to explain to them, it's on a conceptual level, and they just maybe understand it for a brief moment, doesn't leave an impression. But once they experience it, like on an experiential level, they understand it gets taken to the next level. And so it helps them understand you better. So I'd just like to part you with that. Maybe if talking doesn't work, then perhaps you might consider just showing them instead. But remember, never do it with malice. Do it with the full intention of helping them understand you better. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Nat, for that story. It's a funny story and I like it a lot, but I'm not going to say anything because it's the duty of your personal evaluator. All right. Anyway, we have two more special speakers for a special occasion like this. Distinguished Toastmaster Pichai and Distinguished Toastmaster Paisan. First, let's go with Distinguished Toastmaster Pichai. DTM Pichai has been a Toastmaster member for a long time. He is a member of Siam Toastmasters Club, and today he has a special speech for our special occasion today. So please help me in welcoming Distinguished Toastmaster Pichai.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I think I'm not special anyway, just simply a normal Toastmaster. And the topic I'm going to tell you today will be a topic which I have done a little bit research out from my years. I'm now 75, so I believe what I'm going to tell you will be something which is a benefit to all of you who are still young and coming to be a very strong generation later. And the topic is happiness. You are running a happiness factory. And I'm quite sure that you want everybody to be happy and you want yourself to be happy. So you try everywhere possible to make yourself happy. You know, the dental floss is to clean your teeth, but the mental floss is to clean your thought. So when your thoughts are clean, then you have beautiful thoughts, then you become happy. Happiness creates success. People who are successful, they are always happy, definitely. If they are not successful, I'm quite sure they are not happy. And always I can see that successful people stay happily. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing I'm going to tell you today will be the tips for you to run a happiness factory in you, that you can make it. Tip number one, which is for running your factory, is bear in mind that today is important for your tomorrow. So make today an important day and run today a good day so that you can have a happy tomorrow. To have a happy tomorrow or happy today, you have got to cultivate a habit which you'll be able to establish that habit to perform whole day long. Imagine good habit is not easy to form, but it's not easy to form. But bad habit is very easy to form it and difficult to break it. So form your good habit for a good day. Every morning when you get up, ask yourself, what good are you going to do? By the end of the day, before you go to bed, what good have you done? If you check yourself with all these two questions, I'm quite sure you will have a very good, happy day. That is number one. Now, number two is you focus on what you have, not what you want. 10,000 baht in your pocket is much better than 1 million baht in the air, which is quite true again. We need to focus on what you have, not what you want. What you want is a future. Now, there is a funny story about it. A king who is not very happy in spite of the fact that he has a lot of things, but along the way, he sees a servant in the palace. The servant sings, sweep the floor, clean the windows, and very happily every day, in spite of the fact that the servant is poor and nothing, really nothing left. But again, the whole day he is very happy. So the king turned to the bodyguard, said, why is he so happy? And I'm not that happy. He said, okay, let's check later. So next morning, the bodyguard put 99 golden coins in front of the house of that servant. The servant came out, 99 golden coins, so happy that I got all the golden coins. So he counted how many coins altogether, 99. Then he's thinking coming up, why should it be 99? There must be another missing coin. So I need another coin to make it 100 coins. So the servant searching around, asked the children, asked the family members to search for that missing coin. And he forget that he has 99 coins and never enjoyed that 99 coins. So all day he doesn't sing anymore, just searching for one missing coin to make it 100. This is a story which might not be true or which might be true. Again, many people are having that problem too. You forget what you have and you are seeking something that you want. So try to make today a good day for your good tomorrow. The next one will be never ever set conditions. Number 3 is never set conditions for your life, such as if I have a big car, I'll be very happy. If I have a big house, the whole family will be happy. If I have more time, I can be wealthy and rich. By setting up the conditions, you are pressing yourself badly. And in the end, those conditions will harm you instead of boosting you up. Your life will be suffering if you set more conditions in your life. Number 4 is appreciate what you are having right in front of you. Such as, I enjoy talking to all of you, see all of you. I never think of the office work. I never think of any other thing else. I just enjoy talking to you. If you have beautiful dinner, enjoy your beautiful dinner. You have the shower, enjoy the shower. If you go to the beach, don't bring the briefcase or any notebook with you because your vacation will be spoiled. So appreciate what you are having. And that is a main thing in life too. You will be losing a lot if you don't appreciate what you are having. Number 5, don't go back to the past, the bad past, because you'll be spending a lot of time for that. The time should be for the present, but many people still stay in the past. So many people who are brokenhearted and stay there for 3 months, 6 months, and never come back to the present. Just because the past was a bad past. Forget it. The past is a good lesson and also a good reminder for you, but not necessarily for you to be in there and prison yourself in the past. The last but not the least, I mentioned also in my speech in the round robin, that is always, ladies and gentlemen, after beautiful words, nice words, good words, and then you become very charming, and then you make other people happy, and yourself will also be very happy too by giving a lot of good words to the people around you. You can see that happiness is contagious. If I'm happy, you are happy. If you are not happy, I'm not happy. So the main thing in life is you have got to make yourself happy so that the surrounding will be a happy surrounding and it will be contagious. Just before I just finish this, I have the word joy. Remember the word joy, the abbreviation of the word joy is J is for Jesus, O is for ourselves, Y is yourself. When you have joy, think of Jesus first and ourselves the second, and yourself is the last. If you think yourself the first, that is not the real joy. Think of Jesus, ourselves, and yourself is the last. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Pichai, for your speech. You said you are not a special member, but for us, especially me, you are, DTM Pichai. Thank you so much. And now let's go to the final speaker. We have distinguished Toastmaster Paisan. He is also a special member in Toastmasters community. And I'm sure that he's prepared special speech for this special occasion as well. So please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster ไพศาลครับ
Titiang Paisan, unmute yourself.
Yeah, Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. When I heard our Toastmaster of the day said, Paisan is a special, wow, special member. What kind of special? It means there are so many meanings behind the word special. Ladies and gentlemen, today our gathering is so important. When I think back in the old days, I thought of Ajan or distinguished Toastmaster Teresa at Bangkok Toastmasters Club. When I think of the Lamtong Toastmasters Club, I thought of our Prime Minister, Toastmaster Thanin Kraivichian. Yes, when I think of the Siam Toastmasters Club, I always refer to Damrong Wattanalak. Ladies and gentlemen, when all heads together, we have new ideas. If we actually don't agree, especially for me, I always told them, don't say we are old. We never become old in age. Never, ever. Because the word for me, OLD, old, is very meaningful. O stands for omni-channel. If you are in business, omni-channel, that means you use different channels for marketing purpose to reach the most customers. So in Toastmasters, once we are a leader, we are looking for the channel that we can reach our audience to let them know why they have to join Toastmasters. We don't blame any other people. Sometimes we will talk to ourselves, what happened, Paisan? You talk 24 plus 1 hours in Toastmasters, but still Toastmasters move very slowly. What happened? This is the thing I ask. When I was speaking in Thailand some 30 years ago, the Toastmasters in Thailand, I would like to frankly say, we move a bit steadily and slowly. We are very giant, cool temper. When I talk in Singapore, 1 month later, 5 clubs being opened, being chartered. Coming back to Thailand again, stop my job. Somebody asked, Paisan, what's your business? Toastmasters. What is your hobby? My business. So we have been working like this for so long, but I will never give up because Ajahn Arun used to ask me, when will you stop talking? I said, the moment I'm out of breath, that's all. But now we have to go on together to find different channels in this new world to make Toastmaster outstanding in our district, like Margaret mentioned. Come on. And the second one, we have to be lasting. Sometimes I feel very sorry that some Toastmasters come to the club, they're very active, very ready. And you know, after 1 term or 2 terms, a number of them left the club. I don't mean they are short life. They have short life, they are short-lived in Toastmasters. Now, so this is the one thing that how can we retain the members in our club to make it shining. This is very important. The last word for D, to be dogged. We have to be dogged as a Toastmaster. When we have committed, we talk Toastmaster, eat Toastmaster, dream Toastmaster. And then we become hope in the community for the common good, not only for ourselves, that's all. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, during the current pandemic, it's just a nightmare, believe me. As leaders, we are not to be mourning the tragedy. We have to avert the disaster into an opportunity so that we together will grow, especially Toastmasters. In 2022, are you ready for that? Be alert, exploit any opportunity coming, and then stand proud. Then the first important thing is that smarten up ourselves, be ready for it. I strongly believe that if we don't move on, when the sun starts to shine brilliantly again, we will lose the opportunity. This is one of the things I always say, let's make hay at the sun shines. When the sun shines, make sure that it's really going straight for all of us, and then we can make a great difference in life. Today, 3 clubs, Bangkok Toastmasters, Lamtong Toastmasters, and Siam Toastmasters Club. We have brilliant leaders together. We are ready to move forward for the next year. So remember, when we got a lot of bad news these days, don't ever give up. Don't underplay the circumstance. Be ready for it. Be smart all the time as a leader. Speak about Toastmasters everywhere. And help make Toastmasters grow to a higher dimension. My friend Chulak here, Pinsai here, Tanu here, and many of you, when I mention this name, because they are very young like me. So for those who are younger, would you have more opportunity to make this world of Toastmasters widespread around for every community in our country and in District 97? I don't want to say P. I don't love the word P. Cut it out, cut the letter off. District 97, and make all of us ready and wait for our successors to come. We need successors in Toastmasters. When the old foundation does not have good maintenance, what happens? You just leave your bungalow for a year or two, it automatically becomes old. No choice. You must have someone to redesign it, to maintain it in good condition. It's just like Toastmasters. I'm so proud that when we get together, we must know what to do. That's why I use the word that can help people to make a great difference. The first thing we have to visualize. We want to be a DTM, we want to be a great leader. We must first learn how to visualize and make it vividly true. Visualize what I'm going to be. Not today a DTM, tomorrow then nothing. We visualize and we have to conceptualize. If we don't conceptualize, we don't make it concrete soon, it will become a zero effect. So when we conceptualize it, get a good idea, and don't forget to step up for action, to initiate it. I always say in Toastmasters, when we are moving forward, don't jump too quick. We may get somewhere too deep, but if you jump a little slower, you are left behind. So together, we can create unity, can create strength. In the proverb, it's saying, in unity, there is strength. So I would like everyone, when we are holding hands together, we turn the wheel of Toastmasters for the common good, then one day, I mean one day, in the near future, district will be fully fledged. We hope, we better expect, because the hope is slightly weaker than the word expect. I just hope. I hope to have a new wife. Oh no, I hope to have a better wife. You just hope. I hope to have a wife. You also better. That's a hope. I expect to be a professional speaker. I expect to be a talented CEO. I expect to be a somebody in the future. When? If we cannot close sales for ourselves, so what can we do? Talking for hours. That's why in Thailand, sometimes at the beginning, it's very difficult to talk to people. When we say you can come to Toastmasters and become a better speaker, they say Toastmasters, they just talking. They say, no. When we come to Toastmasters, we talk more meaningfully. Actually, we use less words to make people understand more. I always say that if you are a salesperson, after joining Toastmasters and you sell less, then consider yourself not quick Toastmasters. One lady came to me after project number 8. Ajahn Paisan, you told me that if I join Toastmasters, I could be a better salesperson. Now I got a problem. I said, what happened to you? She said, since I joined Toastmaster for 8 months, I sold less and less. I said, what did you do? She said that when I met my customer, I tried to talk up to 2.5 minutes, like impromptu speech. When they ask me one question, I try to explain to them. When they ask something, I give a 5 to 7 minute speech. So ladies and gentlemen, coming to Toastmasters, we learn and develop ourselves through using the words. We condense it, make it more powerful. At our club, we make a mistake, it doesn't matter. But move out of our comfort zone, one mistake may disrupt and destroy our life. Be ready to join Toastmasters, learn what we have seen, what we have heard, what we have felt. But don't pick up everything and just do it like an imitation. So just learn, adjust, and readjust it, adapt the message, and make it our own speech. And the most important thing, when we become a Toastmaster leader, we will encourage others to go on. So before leave the stage, it is my way to share with you, is that when we come to Toastmasters, when we start to be an effective Toastmaster, we start to encourage others. Sometimes we forget ourselves. We encourage others until the last moment. We feel hopeless. Nobody helps us. So when we say congratulations to anyone, don't forget, when we get back home, congratulations to ourselves to make ourselves better. So ladies and gentlemen, when we congratulate others, we thank others for the great job. Don't forget to thank ourselves. Put your right hand all over your chest, where your heart located, and just thank your heart. For me, I say, Paisan, wow, you work so hard. Thank you very much. Don't say my name, please. Thank you very much. When I count 3, 2, 1, please together, don't forget to say congratulations to ourselves. When I say 3, 2, 1, say, I am wonderful. 3, 2, 1. I am wonderful. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Paisan, for your motivational speech. Now we conclude our prepared speech session. For those who are visiting guests, who are non-Toastmasters guests, if you want to practice your skills, improve your skill like us, please contact those who introduce you to Toastmasters and get more information about Toastmasters from them. Now we are going to move to the evaluation session. In this session, all the speakers will be evaluated. And today we have one very important person who is going to be the general evaluator. He is our district director, the highest ranking person who takes care of every club in District 97. And she is going to help us lead the general evaluation session. So please help me in welcoming our district director, distinguished Toastmaster Nuj.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and guest. As our Toastmaster of the day said, our team, I'm not alone, our team will be here to give our feedback, our personal feedback to all the speakers here today. And first, I would like to echo what DTM Paisan has said. In unity, there's strength, because today is the first ever of the joint effort between 3 oldest clubs in Southeast Asia, BTC, Lam Thong, and Siam. And I can see this is an effort that will put us together, because if we hold on together, our dreams will never die. So congratulations for the organizing team. Now, before I go further, congratulations, I would like to invite my tag team. I have my tag team to report on the first, the T stand for time. I would like I'll invite the timer, Toastmaster Yong, to report on the time, please. Toastmaster Yong.
Yes, thank you very much. Today we start with very happy because we got 3 clubs joined together. I just start from the first section, from the table topic section. I start from DTM Shulak. He spent time 2 minutes and 10 seconds. TM Support, he spent time 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Next one, CTM Trevor, he spent time 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Next one, TM Paul, he spent time 1 minute and 5 seconds. Next one, TM Linda, she spent time 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Next one, TM Tanu, he spent time 1 minute and 30 seconds. Next one, speech section. Start from TM Ong. Time allowed 5 to 7 minutes. He spent time 7 minutes and 29 seconds. Next one, CTM Chok Chai. Time allowed 5 to 7 minutes. He spent time 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Next one, TM Nat. Time allowed 5 to 7. He spent time 7 minutes and 51 seconds. Next one, DTM Pichai. Time allowed 5 to 7. He spent time 7 minutes and 51 seconds. And last one, DTM Paisan. Time allowed 10 to 12 minutes. He spent time 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Timer, for your detailed report. Very efficient. Perhaps for improvement opportunity in the future, just summarize the time. Like, for example, there are few people who exceed or below the limit of the time, and the rest meet within the time slot, and congratulations, something like that, to just be creative about reporting time. But otherwise, very effective report of detailed timing of the speaker. So since we don't have a counter, I don't think, or grammarian, we don't have, right, Toastmaster of the day for today. Okay, so I will go straight to the personal evaluator. And today we have 3 personal evaluator evaluating the speaker's speech. First, I would like to invite Toastmaster Vipani to give feedback on Toastmaster Ong's speech. Toastmaster Vipani, please. Toastmaster Vipani there?
Perhaps it would be possible for us to come back to her. So,
okay.
You know, the last step. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, President Nat. Then I would like to invite our second personal evaluator, Toastmaster Sonika from BTC, to give feedback to Toastmaster Chokchai. Toastmaster Sonika.
Relationships don't last just because we are together. We need to do something more. Share love experiences. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and specially competent communicator, Chokchai. I enjoyed his speech, first of all, because it was connected with the context of the theme today. It brought out the history of being together of all the clubs, particularly 3 things that I really liked, which came out very well. One, a very, very well-organized speech as far as the structure goes. He had a hook, he had an opening, middle, and end, and a call to action. He ended with, what would you like to be remembered by. Second, use of props in a story, authentic props. He showed us his trophies that connected us with his world and his journey right at the beginning. And two of the props came in. And the third, I like the metaphor, use of the language. He said, when I went to the hotel room, it was like a cinema. And that is like, you know, he was in awe. It was very big and huge for him. It just got me to be with him. What I'd like him to do better in is two things. One is voice modulation, especially in the beginning of the story. When it's emotional, it's about you. I would like him to be more, you know, it would be better if there were more ups and downs in the voice. Say, for example, when he said, you know, it was so-and-so Toastmaster's dream. So he could have said it like, and his dream, and then given a pause and let it sink in with all of us. So that is one. The second is body language and a little bit more energy. The way I would do this story would be to probably stand, and you know, that just a simple act of standing would add energy throughout. And what I'd like to challenge him on is something that I just created while I was listening to speeches, and this could be good for all of us, is using a language floss, especially if we are not, you know, native speakers, then being careful to use the L and R consonant properly, because that's where we get trouble, and that somehow for native speakers to listen to that is difficult. So that's what I'll leave it with. Just to summarize, fabulous structure of the speech, excellent use of props and metaphors. What could have been better is voice modulation and a little bit of energy and body language. And the challenge is the language force if you want to. Overall, fabulous. Thank you very much and congratulations. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Sonika, for your constructive feedback. I like it when she said what she likes, she give feedback on what she likes about the speaker and what she would like to see improved and the challenge. And I agree with you about the improvement and also the challenge. I also have problem with enunciation because I'm not native English speaking, but with practice, we can do better, like you suggest. I like it when you give practical advice to the speaker. Well done to both personal evaluator and the speaker. The last personal evaluator, I would like to invite DTM Chulak to give feedback to Toastmaster Nat. DTM Chulak.
Hello, Madam General Evaluators, ladies and gentlemen, and especially Toastmaster Nat. Okay, I think this is the speech that you have done wonderfully. You made us enjoy very much with your story. But the person who enjoy less and do not have humor is yourself. But all of us, I think this is a very good and humorous speech for us. You tell us some rule that we should practice. First, rule number one, don't make your girlfriend angry. Okay. Secondly, if you think that is wrong, please refer to rule number one. Don't make your girlfriend angry. Okay. So I think you must be very all hand speaker. You present to us something very interesting. You are talking about something that we cannot talk, we have to show. So you make your girlfriend misunderstood by making her angry of not paying attention to her. So you go back home, watch TV, you could not understand. You don't have the mood. You cannot eat, you cannot sleep, you cannot work. And when the girl did it to you, you forgave and never take that as the cause. So I think we all have fun in your story, but it teaches us that love and care, and if you pay attention at her, you don't have this misunderstanding and you don't have this troublesome. So this is very good story. It's the example for us to know that how to take good care at the first place of our girlfriend so that we don't have misunderstanding. And then you also gave us the good rule. This is very difficult because this speech requires you to use a lot of things. This speech requires you to use vocal variety, eye contact, gesture, audience awareness, comfort level, interesting, and humor. You have all in your speech. It's very difficult. I didn't know how you present, but you did it wonderfully. Congratulations. You have met all the purpose in presenting this speech. We enjoy it very much. Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Chulak, for your feedback, for summarizing what our speaker talked about, and also saying the thing that you like about his sense of humor, his style of telling the humor within the story, and also concluding that he met the project objective. This is very important. All the speakers should meet the project objective. What I would like to suggest to DTM Chulak, if I may, please look into the camera. I noticed you look up all the time. I know maybe your screen or your laptop is up there, so you look up. So we would like to relate to you too. So please look at us and show the camera. That would be.
Please understood that my camera is on this side and I want to see your eyes. So I must be like this until we meet in person. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Understood. So thank you and congratulations to both personal evaluator and the speaker. Now I would like to ask if Vipani is back. Not?
Yes, I am here. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So Vipani, please give your feedback of the speech of Toastmaster Ong. Toastmaster Vipani.
Thank you. Toastmaster Ong, you have a very good speech. You have good stories and a very strong key message in your story. That is something that is very good. What I would like to challenge you to do is, I feel that you already have like good element in your speech, but you lack energy. And I feel like you tell the story and it's good, but I don't feel connect with your story. I feel that you can give me more energy, and somehow you should connect me more to your story to persuade me to save water, because that is the key message of your speech, right? For your eye contact, I think it's quite hard to see here on this screen, but I can tell that you were looking at your script just a little bit, you were reading on it. So I would just suggest you to look at the camera and look right in front of like all of us, so we can see your eyes, so we can feel more connected. For the hand gesture, I see that you use moderate hand gesture in your story, but I feel like you can add more. You can You can say like, hello everyone, today I am going to talk about blah, blah, blah. You can like add more hand gesture to connect with the audiences instead of like use hand gesture when you want to visualize something, which is already good, but I think you can add more to it. Next, I do believe that although you have some questions in your speech, I think it would be more impactful if you ask question and then you pause. Make people think about your question a little bit. You didn't pause, so you didn't give us any time to think about the thing that you asked us. You didn't ask us like you mean it. So I think it would be nice if you ask us like you mean it. Like, what do you think? Tell me, what would help us save the world? It would just like really, really trigger the audience to think instead of just like ask question and then move on with your story. It doesn't really mean anything when you kind of like go very fast in your stories. So that should help. All in all, I think it is a very good speech. I love the story. You have some personal story in your speech, so that is very good. But first, more energy. Second, more hand gesture. The third is more pauses. That's all for my feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vipani. Toastmaster Bell, right? Your name. Okay. No, I saw you. I like your evaluation, and I tend to agree. The energy, because this is an influence speech. Speak to influence how to save water. So put energy in it. I agree with you. And also the reading a bit of the note. So thank you for giving the practical tips to the speaker. And one thing I would like to just give feedback to Toastmaster Bell, please do not use the word but. Maybe avoid using maybe, or perhaps you could improve on that and refrain from using the word but. That will help the speaker feel better. Otherwise, congratulations to both evaluator and speaker. Now, I would like to thank you, Toastmaster Bell, also for taking multiple hats and jumping in to serve as evaluator of the speaker. She also served as evaluator of the table topics respondent. So I would like to invite you back to the virtual screen again, Toastmaster Bell.
Yes, sure. For the table topic session, Toastmaster Paul, right? You conduct the table topic session.
Ratanakorn is the table topic master.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I missed the name. So sorry.
It's okay.
Yes, Toastmaster Ratanakorn, I think you have a good topic for the table topic session. I totally agree that different words can mean different things to many people, and it's very nice to hear different opinions on just a simple word like warm, joys. I think so. That is a very, 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 very good idea. What I would like to add on for you is I want to know more about the word that you choose. Like, why did you choose this specific word? If you could tell us at the end of your session, like, why do you choose this word? How does it important to you? Like, I mean, out of the hundreds, thousand words, you choose this 5 or 6 words. So if you add that, it would make your session more interesting, because it would just be interesting to hear your opinions on this thing. And that would be all for my evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Bell. And yeah, I noted, I agree that the creative way of Toastmaster Ratanakorn, not Toastmaster, ACS Ratanakorn in conducting the table topic session, and also the respondent who creatively also respond to all these keywords. I would also like to know why he chose all these words. It must have some meaning to him, but some of them connected with the theme. If we hold on together, find joy and peace and dreams together, I suspect. So now we all conclude with all the speaker. We are not supposed to give feedback to our guest speaker, DTM Pichai and DTM Paisan, but it's always my honor to listen to their speech, and they full of nuggets of wisdom. Especially I like the acronym JOY from DTM Pichai. Do you remember JOY? Jesus, ourselves, and yourself. And that's the secret recipe to happiness. Think about God, ourselves, and the others. That's the recipe. And then DTM Paisan about his acronym OLD. Omni channels, what is it? Lasting and doggedness. This is the recipe for Toastmaster success, especially District 97. I don't like the word P either. So if we follow this recipe, we will be on the road to become a full-fledged district by June 2022 and go on to June 2023. So thank you for two distinguished honor speakers who give us wisdom and share with us their experiences and insight. Now I would like to comment on the meeting in general. We started on time, and also Toastmaster of the day did a wonderful job transition between each session and explain each session clearly. And I especially like the theme, if we hold on together. It's very fitting, especially for this moment, for this holiday season, that we join together to celebrate strength of each other and support each other. What I would like to maybe suggest to the organizing team is the agenda. Perhaps if we could add the detail of the speaker, like project number, pathway path, that will help the evaluator and all the audience to understand what speech the speakers are doing. And it's also promote for our guests to become curious about what pathway this is all about. Should I join? I think that would help to augment the quality of the agenda. Otherwise, I find the meeting tonight very productive and very enhancing and inspiring. Congratulations to all the organizing team involved. Mr. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Nuch, for your evaluation and the evaluation team as well. You see, that's what I like about Toastmasters. Every time I join Toastmasters meeting, no matter how long I have stayed in Toastmasters before, I still learn a lot of things. And I hope that everyone here, you can learn something from the speakers, from the evaluators, from everyone who share the tips and techniques and experiences to each other today. This special event cannot happen without the helps and collaborations of the 3 clubs. Please give a big hand to Bangkok Toastmasters Club, Lam Thong Toastmasters Club, and Siam Toastmasters Club. Thank you so much, everyone, for helping us, for your collaboration. And I have one special thank to the organizer who initiated the idea of having this joint meeting. Please give a big hand to our competent Toastmaster, Chok Chai, please. So ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the last session already, but before that, we have one announcement from the Table Topics Master. He would like to say something before we close.
Hello again, everyone. So I just realized that normally it's not the way to go with the voting for favorite table topic respondents, but that's the way we do it in Bangkok Toastmaster Club. And then I would like to announce for the, can I say like most favorite? I don't want to say based. Let's say most favorite table topic respondents. And drum roll, please. And the most favorite table topic respondent for tonight is Toastmaster Tanu. Yay! Congratulations. Okay, so that's it.
Thank you very much. I think everyone loved. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, our table topics master, and congratulations, Toastmaster Tanu, for winning the best table topics respondent tonight. Yay, our president will, I don't know what she is going to give it to you, but that's okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the last session, is the very last minute of our meeting already. I would like to thank everyone for your participation and looking forward to our future collaboration again, I hope soon. We enjoy it a lot. Don't forget, if we hold on together, anything can be possible. With that, I would like to return my control back to the president, and I would like to invite President Nat from Siam Toastmasters Club to say a closing remarks, please.
Wow. Thank you very much for giving me the honor of saying the closing remark for this meeting. I thought, yeah, I also think it was a really good meeting. I'm very glad to have heard from so many different types of speakers, you know, because I'm used to only just one type in you know, it's the Siam Toastmaster style. Then we have a HRTC Margaret, very lively person. I have a TM Chulak over here, very straight up, you know. Thank you for, like, by the way, thank you for intervening on the time thing. I know it was a little bit rough, but you know, sometimes we have to do it just to keep in time, keep everybody in frame. Also, and as for everybody else, it's really nice to meet you all, and maybe perhaps next year, if TM Chochai still have enough energy left, he can pull us back together again for another one next year. So once again, big thank to TM Chulak. Thank you very much for holding this meeting. And well, I wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. And now, President Jindarat, would you like to adjourn the meeting, please?
Yes, so thank you. And today, in fact, I really enjoy this joint meeting with the three oldest clubs, Toastmaster clubs, Bangkok Toastmaster Lamtong and Siam Toastmaster Club. I would wish that we can hold on together, hand in hand, and help our District 97 to be in a full fresh, as our Distinguished Toastmaster Paisan had mentioned, beyond 60 clubs and maintain more than 60 clubs forever. Thank you so much. And with the hand of all of us, we can succeed. Thank you. And I would like to call the joint meeting to adjourn.
DTM Jindarat, would you like to invite the guests to give feedback or say something? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much. Let me see here. I would like to call the, let me see who is our, our guest. I saw our very junior guest, Nong Diu. Can you give some remarks? How do you feel when you join us in this meeting?
This meeting was a wonderful meeting, and I like the section. And I get to get to speak with you, all of you. And back to you, Toastmaster.
Yes.
Shindarat.
Chindarat, yes, thank you. And who else? In fact, I saw some of the other non-Toastmaster member, but they left.
We
So
have,
who else?
We have Amshuda, Mr. Amshuda.
Yeah, hold on, where is he? Amshuda, yes, he is the first letter A. Please comment. How do you feel when you join us with this meeting?
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, it was very lively to listen everyone, even Pipat sir or everyone, especially Nat sir. It was very humorous to listen to you. And thank you so much. I've learned a lot to be energetic and lively. That's what makes people engage in this kind of talks in this online world. It's very needed to have some association. And I'd like to be very happy to come into these meetups. Thank you so much. It was
Yes.
wonderful and lively.
Thank you. So when you feel you are happy with this, join us. Be member, be Toastmaster member. Decide, make right now. Decide right now. Be a member. Thank you. You will be more happy and enjoy all to meet all the members here in different fields of works, different careers. You will receive a lot of experience shared by those experienced Toastmasters as well. Yes, thank you. Who else? I haven't seen. Let me see from the screen. Yeah, so that is all for the non-Toastmaster members. Then, thank you very much again. Hope to see you next meeting. Stay tuned. Yeah, bye-bye.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all.
Happy Christmas to everyone.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude. Don't go yet, dude. Have you given a?
Oh yeah, photo.
Wow.
But
Oh yeah.
I have
Everyone's gone.
I have taken one photo. However, yes, good photo. Who else? Come on. So let me do. How about 1, 2, 3? Yes. One shot already done. And one more. You can put your thumbs up, or you can
reaction.
Any action. Hold on. Let me put thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, dude, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So have you given out your first speech anywhere at all? Like, at school, to your class, or?
I did a